and you're showing up tells me that we're friends. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, the smiles returning to their faces. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, I say it's alright. Sun, 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 here it comes. Sing along. Sun, 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 here it comes. 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 Little darling, I feel that ice is slowly melting. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, I say it's alright. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, it's alright. It's alright. And now that I took the capo off, so I have to retune. And as I'm tuning, I'm going to try to talk and tune at the same time. I'm not a great multitasker. The reason I'm looking over here is there's a tuner right there, if you're wondering what I'm looking at. I'll have more to say. There will be a couple moments during this thing that things might get a little mushy, but so I'm warning you now. But right now I'm going to play a song, well, it's a piece. It's not a song because I'm not singing it. And before I do it, let me ask, what balance between the guitar and the vocal just then? Could you hear the vocal okay?
Yeah, I think
understand the words? This one is just an instrumental. And a few years ago, in fact, over 20 years ago, a friend of mine, the late Gary Moody, asked me to write music for a musical version and a Texas version of Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. And I'm going to play some more songs in the second set, but right now I'm playing the overture to that. most nervous about is will the technology work? Most, I guess everybody here knows that lost my wife a little over 5 years ago, and so this concert. Well, let me back up. Patience. I want you to stand where everybody's standing. Patience is my new girlfriend, and we've been going together for a year and a half. And she's a widow, and I'm a widower, and we're dedicating this concert to our late spouses, and I'll have more to say about that in a little while. But first, I want to say that on what I'm about to play, Donna and I recorded a CD called Endless Road in 2018, and it was I had all these songs that I had never gotten a good studio recording of. It was 49 years of songwriting. We went in the studio, and I'm so thankful we did it. We wanted to do a CD release party, but we wanted a full band, and affording a full band is expensive, especially if you got to rehearse them. They got to learn all the songs and all that. So never did that. And in fact, when I made the recording, I just did most of the parts myself. So what you're going to hear now is, if it works, the recording that we made in 2018 without my vocal in it. So I'll be singing live, and you'll be hearing the recording we made back in 2018. And I have no idea how the volume is going to work on this, so let's hope. Loud enough? that song, Donna and I started singing that song together. I wrote that in 1972. So we sang that. We used to sing it in a higher key. We decided to lower it a little bit. And this one is even older than that. I always felt bad that I wrote this song. Okay, I always said I wrote this song for Donna, even though I did not know her yet. I knew that she was going to be there someday. And so I know I wrote this in either 1969 or 1970 because I know I still lived in New Jersey and we moved back to Texas in 1970. The backing track. My voice is okay. Okay. Thank you. I need that. You're welcome. You know, I listen to that CD all the time, and I don't get too bad. If I'm closing my eyes, it's because if I see you guys. More still? Opens my eyes and I wake up to the world feeling so happy. I love you. Yeah. Thank you. 1969, this qualifies as old. Okay, I'm going to do one that we did record, but this one I'm going to do without the soundtrack. This is one that also I wrote. That song and the one I'm about to do right now are the oldest of the two that I'm doing. I wrote a few even before that. In fact, I wrote one when I was 13. It goes. She said, wait, is it that low? Never mind. The words were, she said that she loved me, and I was glad to see. I said that I loved her, for it was true. Baby, I love you, yes I do. Baby, I love you, that is true. I think that's the first song that I wrote. So this one is called Lonesome Song, and I wrote this one while I still lived in New Jersey. I see the road there, it must lead somewhere down to the river and the falls. Look in the river, what do I see? One reflection, only me. Made up my mind to go out and find you, go down the river many miles. Loneliness hits me, 'cause I'm all alone, so I sing a lonesome song. Oh, I'm so lonely, and I need someone. I need you only. Girl, come on. Come on. And once I find you, I wonder what you'll do. I know I'll find you down by the fall. Deep down below there is where you'd be. I look at you and me. Oh, I'm so lonely, and I need someone. I need you only. Girl, come on. Come on. Below there is where you'd be. I look at you and me. And from the sky comes a lonesome raindrop, but many follow that first one. I get to thinking many things. Oh, I'm so lonely, and I need someone. I need you only. Girl, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Thank you so much. All right. Going to do another one with the soundtrack. Let's hope it works. Was it still too loud at the end of the last song? Or was it just about right there? Huh? Each time? Even at the end of it? Okay, this one is another one that I started writing, I think, when I still lived in New Jersey. Maybe not. And then never was happy with the words. And so when I moved back to Texas, a good friend of mine and I in high school started writing some songs together. And so I said, here, make this better, and he did. and so some of these words are mine and some of them are his. It's called Lonesome Song. No, it's not. That's the one I just did. This one's called River Song. And it's, well, I don't want to take the time to tell you all the history of it, but it's a anti-war song, or just a song about war. And the piano is me too. Just wanted to help. Tell me now, why don't you come back home? I never understood, why did you roam so far away? Fought to save our country. Some thought they fought for right. waters flow. Then the war came. The war they could have lost without you. Why did you leave me here alone? I've been waiting here to see you. Come back to the river and come back home. On the bank of the river. Slowly, slowly, life is moving here. I watch along the river line. So what about for closing your eyes when you sing? Did you hit your nose on the microphone? All right. So all of those songs that you, those last four I think I've done, are on the In This Road CD. And meant to bring CDs here and give them away, and I left them. But you can I'll mail one. Well, no. Yeah, if you send me a postage, well, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out later. I'm meant to bring CDs for everybody. Huh? It is on. Yes, it's on Spotify. It's on my website, GaryFrankTaylor.com. And yes, in fact, I'd like for y'all to listen on Spotify and Apple Music because I don't get money. I mean, I do, but you have to listen about 2,000 or 3,000 times, and then I'll make a penny. But I get some stats, and I'll know that it's being listened to, and that would make me feel good. And now, I would like to call my daughter Lacey up. So this is another one that I wrote in the early 70s. Ready? Oh, maybe not. No, I am so glad that you said ready on that damn microphone. All right, now, folks, I have to apologize because I couldn't, cheat, but didn't afford a sound man here. I have to unplug something here. So good, so far so good. And then now speak.
Turn it back on.
Oh, yes. Up here on the front row is Robin Benford. Robin and I used to be in a band together in the 80s called The Works. And our friend, the late Chuck Shaw, would always, when our show was not super smooth, like for instance, we'd do a song and then spend 2 minutes figuring out what the next song would be. And he'd say, "Welcome to our tight Las Vegas style show." That's kind of how I'm feeling right now. It's tight. Okay.
You ready? Now, I hear myself a little brighter, a little hotter, and a little brighter. Hot, bright. Okay, that's better. Thank you.
Tell me now, and if you think it's the same, we'll go home. Yeah, go home. Oh, go home. We can take a little walk in the rain or go home. Yeah, go home. Oh, honey, it's a little home. Tell me now if you think it's the same. Well, go home, yeah, go home. Oh, go home. We can take a little walk in the rain or go home, yeah, go home. Oh, honey, it's a little home. I don't know what I would say. All I know is it's okay. It's a perfect day for perfect nights. If I go alone, I'll die of fright. I'll die of fright. But I'll sing. I'll sing. Tell me now if you think there's a change, we'll go home. Tell me now if you think it's the same, we'll go home. Yeah, go home. We can take a little walk in the rain or go home, yeah, go home. We can take a little walk in the rain or go home. Oh, honey, it's a little home. That was special day. Now, a special treat. Lacey is going to do one of her original songs, and it's a great song. We refer to it as the Burt Bacharach song, but it's not. It's Lacey's. He just wished he had written it.
Yeah.
What if the rain starts coming? Stay at home in bed. What if the sun forgets to shine? With no alerts yet, but we could be fun if gravity lost her keys and killed some time, spinning nowhere. Whatever happened to those big drops that fell out of the sky? Whatever happened to that ball of rising fire? Remember the days when gravity held you down and made the time for spinning around?
Lacey and I will be playing Chris Ritter and Maddie over here, our father-daughter, and Lacey and I and Lacey are father-daughter. We're going to be playing at New World Deli on January 10th, a father-daughter show. So put that on your calendar. Okay, yeah, let's see. Once again, tight Las Vegas show. So this comes out. Mute. Pull this out. This goes in its place. And now we need the video. Oh, yeah. Testing.
Yeah.
And now let's hope that this will make. The hum is due to the projector, but once the music starts, you won't hear that hum. Is it still just warming up? Can we wish it true? Is there something? Hey, that's what it's supposed to show. So,
Yeah.
I have to say something about this before. Let's see, which one are we doing first? Okay. These next two videos that you're going to see were put together by Robin over here. And just excellent job. I can't tell you how much. I want to say more about the second one in a minute, but the first one, most of you, or many people know that I'm a huge Lincoln enthusiast, Lincoln fanatic. And I pulled up a quote. Let me see if it's here. One of the things I want to say about this song, I always wanted to write a song about Lincoln because I loved Lincoln, and it always just sounded corny, cheesy, whatever you want to say. And I finally came up with something that I am satisfied with, and I'm using quotes from several of his speeches. Not quotes, not direct quotes. They're kind of, I'm referring to them. But one thing I especially want to say, in fact, in the second of the two, I talk about, John Booth killed a finely happy man. Those words will come up in the second video. But in this first one, you'll hear me say, Abraham Lincoln was cheerful that day. And the day I'm talking about was the day he was shot. And let's see. So at 3 o'clock that afternoon, Mary, his wife, said she and the president drove out in an open carriage. I asked if anyone should accompany us, and Lincoln immediately replied, "No, I prefer to ride by ourselves today." First of all, I want to say that Lincoln, it was amazing that he wasn't assassinated before he was. They were going to assassinate him the day he came into office in 1861. But so his excellent mood persisted. During the drive, he was so gay that I said laughingly, this is Mary speaking, "Dear husband, you almost startled me by your great cheerfulness." And he replied, "And well, I may feel so, Mary. I consider this day the war has come to a close." And then added, "We must both be more cheerful in the future. Between the war and the loss of our darling Willie, her son who died while we were in the White House, we have both been very miserable." Lee surrendered to Grant 6 days before Lincoln was shot. The house is still standing, but we've much to do. It's once more divided, we must think anew. But us remember a note when he said to increase devotion from these honored dead. Can we be sure that this nation can long endure? Can we know we save the last best hope of earth? Abraham Lincoln was cheerful that day. The old melancholy was melting away. The war was over, seemed now so great. With malice toward none, he walked into his fate. And then, oh, the whole world did cry as the war that one more soldier did die. In a war that seems to go on. Thank you. Robin, you might stand up. Robin made that video, and this next one you're about to see. And I also wanted to say that the strings you heard there was a group called Invoke. They're a great string quartet here in Austin. Well, this is Dripping Springs, but they're in Austin. And anyway, they play on two other songs that'll be in the next show. So here's another one that Robin did, and this one I just real quickly. So I'm also into civil rights heroes, and we all know who Martin Luther King was, and he's featured in this next song and video. So is John Lewis and A. Philip Randolph. His name was Asa Philip Randolph, but he's always known as A. Philip Randolph. And he was he was the first civil rights leader. He tried to have a march on Washington in 1940, and Roosevelt kind of talked him out of it by making a deal with him. And then finally, he's the one that put together the March on Washington, the famous march where Martin Luther King gives his I Have a Dream speech. I want to call your attention to A. Philip Randolph gave a great speech the same day. His opened the thing, and King's closed it. And then in between, John Lewis, 23 years old, also spoke. And let me just say, this song features him too. And to me, he is the epitome, he and King, of Turn the Other Cheek. When you see the videos that Robin found, or the pictures he found for this, of John Lewis, it's just going to amaze you. must raise your railroad high above the ground until it meets the sky, until you are a hero to black and white. You must continue on with your good fight. Many must leave before their work is done. Lincoln died just when the war was won. FDR didn't make it quite that far. MLK never knew he'd have a day. Moses never reached the promised land. And John Booth killed a finely happy man. The good die young or old before they should. The good fight for everybody's good. That's how we know that they are good. Paul Robeson, he could sing a mighty tune. And when he spoke, his voice would fill the room. And when he spoke, the words could fill your soul. Such a man should die a hero. Moses never reached the promised land. John Booth killed a finely happy man. The good die young or old before they should. The good fight for everybody's good. That's how we know that they are good. A Philip Randolph spoke in the march before King's dream. The march for jobs and freedoms yet to read. He told them freedom riders through lives as John Lewis stood there right before their eyes. Could trouble take such courage mixed with love? A fighting hawk can be a fearless dove. They wanted better lives for black and white. They must continue on with their good fight. They never reached the promised land.
And I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land.
Good die young or old before they should. Good fight for everybody's good. That's how we know that they are good. Okay, one more before we take a a break. Timmy can read, and I don't know. You just give him some time. Someday he'll be gone. Timmy can read, and I don't know. Thanks, I'll take over from here. You just give him some time. Finding him a home. Don't be alarmed, he'll do no harm.